Hey, what's up, guys? Let's talk about working from home because it's a hot topic right now, given that coronavirus is a big thing and it's causing a lot of panic within the States and outside. So let's talk about working from home and what it really means and how it's beginning to become a more normal thing across industries in general. So, as many of you guys already know, working from home is kind of a big thing that a lot of us enjoy doing. We like the idea of not having to go into the office and maybe skipping out on a 1 hour commute or a 2 hour commute for those poor souls out there that have to do that each way every day. And it lets us stay at home and ideally focus without the distractions of the workplace and the office environment and get work done. But is that true? It's hit or miss. I think that working from home is a great option for those of us that have the ability to focus and prioritize ruthlessly, which I say sometimes. So, anyways, if you're able to prioritize and really focus when you're at home, then working from home is a great option that I think all employers should give their teams. It allows us to maybe take a step out of the office a few days a week, focus on our work from home, but also get things done at home, making you more loyal to the company that's trusting you to get your work done while also being able to kind of be in the comfort of your home and be able to take care of errands during business hours, which sometimes are mandatory to be done during those hours. And it really creates a respect that's mutual between you and your company and your managers that helps to really push you to want to get that work done. Now, that's one of my opinions on it. Now, there are cases where some of us cannot focus and get our work done. Sometimes you work from home and it becomes a holiday for a lot of people, which that's not the point of it. The point of it's not that you don't do work at all. The point is that it allows you a little bit more flexibility and possibly allows you to focus more if that's how you are. Okay? Now, right now, work from home has become a big hot topic because of the coronavirus situation and how it's potentially a risk by having everybody in the office together. You have a huge number of people around each other, and that way it can spread, etc. So a lot of tech companies are making work from home a very big option. They're strongly recommending it to their entire offices and places. And I think that it's a good thing. I think that it's a really good thing to work from home if you have been recommended it. And I think that if you're in the situation where you're wondering how you're going to focus and get your work done now that you are not in the office, well, here are some tips to help you out, okay? One, if you are now working from home and you are not, like me, able to focus all day and do your work even when you're sitting at home where I have a TV and my video games and everything like that, then there are a few tips I have that you can use to focus. For one, prioritize your work by splitting your workspace from everything else. Don't try to do your work in bed. It's really difficult to do. I pass out and sleep every time, and nothing gets done. That's it. So don't work from your bed. I don't recommend it. Make some space on a desk space, maybe a table that's out by your kitchen if that's the case. Make some coffee, have some tea, and then really focus. Lock down a time block throughout the day so you can get your work done. Tell your significant other, tell your family, if you have anybody that lives with you, that you really are going to be focusing for these time periods, and then block that time and do your work. Imagine that your laptop, or your computer, your work system, whatever you're doing or using to work at home, is being monitored by your company, and they are going to know whether or not you're putting the time in. And to be quite honest, they probably do know because most work computers are monitored in some way, shape, or form. If you did not know that, sorry to break it to you. So prioritize. That's number one. Number two, take breaks. Don't try to push out a full day all in a row. Don't try to focus for 8 hours straight just so that you can end your day sooner. work for a few hours, take a break, walk around, go do something with your family if you need to, run some errands, etc. Then come back and get your work done. Plan out your day. If you need to go run some errands, plan out a time block for that, okay? And don't stress about that if you need to. If you need to get stuff done or if you need a break, take the break, then come back. One of the great luxuries of working from home is that you can do that, and your company's expecting that you're going to be kind of doing that. 3, make your meetings a focused time. So a lot of times when you're in the office, we have a lot of meetings. Meetings are hit or miss in terms of how efficient or useful they can be. But meetings get stuff done. They help you coordinate with cross-functional teams, and they help you coordinate with other stakeholders to figure out where the projects are, and it helps you figure out what the next steps are going to be, right? So you want to make sure your meetings when you work from home are focused. You want to make sure you have a good area blocked off, and you really want to make it a video conference type call or meeting. You don't want to just jump in as a voice that doesn't see what everybody's doing. It makes it difficult to really express what's going on, how you're feeling about things. And you really want to simulate as close to that office meeting you would have had in person as possible. So block out some space in your office, toss up a webcam or use your laptop webcam, and make sure your sound is clear, and then just relax, have your meeting as normal. If you need some demo space, like a whiteboard behind you or some cork boards like I have somewhere back here, then set those up and get them kind of prepared, okay? So those are 3 things there. My last thing for working from home: communicate with your team frequently and don't feel like you're alone through your workday, okay, or throughout your workday. You almost always have some sort of communication platform, whether you're using Slack or you're on a huge Discord channel with everybody from your team, or a Skype type channel for the workplace. Make sure you're reaching out to people when you have questions. Make sure you're acting like you would normally at the office. And don't take advantage of it. Just because you're working from home, it does not mean you're on a holiday. Remember, they can monitor and may be monitoring your work, computers and hardware, etc. And if you're not using work laptops and computers, then still don't abuse that option. Many of us love working from home. We want that option to become more predominant across the industry, and it seems like we're moving that way. So do your work, get it done, and hopefully if your company respects you, they're not expecting you to spend 8 to 12 hours doing your work from home all the time. Hopefully they understand if you're getting your work done, then great. If that takes you 4 hours for the day, or 4 hours one day, but then takes you 8 hours the next day, then they don't care as long as you're getting everything done, right? So hopefully that's your company. Hopefully you enjoy the working from home time. Hopefully you're staying safe in this time and not getting too panicky. In any case, this is Journey to Programming. Make sure you subscribe and have a good one, you guys. Enjoy working from home.